everyone, this is Dr. Nishan Jumuddin. In today's session, we'll discuss concept number 29, which is Monetary Policy Committee. So now all those who have missed concept 1 to 28, make sure that you go through the playlist of this particular video series so that you can quickly brush up those concepts as well. Now, what is monetary policy? We all know that monetary policy is one of the most important tools or strategies or policies used by the central bank of our country, India, that is RBI, in order to achieve certain macroeconomic goals or objective. Now, the monetary policy is regulated by the monetary authority of a country. As I told you, the central bank of a country. And for India, it is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So now if you see always with regard to major discussions like policy interest rates or let's say the benchmark interest rate called as repo rate, the government of India and RBI used to have issues. In order to address the conflicts in the decision making of the most important interest rates like repo rate only, a committee called as Monetary Policy Committee was formed in the year 2016. And now this particular Monetary Policy Committee, it will have totally 6 members. 3 members from where? From Reserve Bank of India and remaining 3 members from Government of India. So now this out of the 3 members from RBI, there will be the RBI governor, deputy RBI governor and 1 expert panel member. And similarly, the Government of India members will also be the expert panel people who are responsible for being a part of the decision-making process of Monetary Policy Committee. Though there are 6 members also, the highest voting power for the Monetary Policy Committee members goes to RBI governor. For example, a discussion is going on. And now, out of the 6 members, 3 members agreed for increasing interest rate. The remaining 3 members said that, no, we are not interested for increasing the interest rate. Now, there comes a tie. In such kind of situations, the final decision will be taken by the RBI governor because RBI governor has the highest power among all the 6 members of Monetary Policy Committee. And that is because he has been vested with the casting vote power. And now this Monetary Policy Committee, as I told you, was put forward in the year 2016 as per section 45ZB under the RBI Act of 1934. So now this Monetary Policy Committee was actually constituted by the central government of our country. For that, the RBI Act of 1934 was amended and it was amended or changed through what? Through the Finance Act of 2016. Only then the central government will have what? The power to constitute a committee called as MPC. And now, though it has been constituted by the central government also, the entire functioning, operations, everything of the MPC directly comes under the purview of RBI, with RBI governor having the highest power. In this particular Monetary Policy Committee, if you see, when the decision was taken, a committee was again put forward and that committee was chaired by the then Deputy Governor called as Urjit Patel. So now under his guidance, the very first Monetary Policy Committee was constituted in the year 2016 and many major decisions were taken in the MPC committee. The very first discussion or the decision that was brought out in the year 2016 through the Monetary Policy Committee was how to limit or target inflation. Called as what? Called as inflation targeting. We have already done this particular video in the previous classes. You can just quickly have a look into this particular topic as well. So now, having said that, in the 2016 Monetary Policy Committee's first meeting only, a decision was taken to target or limit inflation within certain permissible limit called as inflation targeting because inflation was keeping on and on increasing. And now, in order to keep it under certain limits, inflation targeting was brought in. It was decided to keep inflation at the rate of 4% with plus or minus tolerance band of 2%. In simple terms, 246, which means 4 is the ideal rate of inflation. 6 is the maximum level up to which inflation can increase, not beyond that. And 2 is what? The minimum rate below which inflation should not decrease. But if you see the recent data, as for November-December 2024 data, the inflation is still high. It was 6.2%. It has come down to 5.2%. But still, it is not the ideal rate of inflation. It is still on the higher perspective. And if you see the food inflation, it has even crossed certain limits. It was 10.8% as per November 2024 data. If you see in December data, I can tell you that it has come down to 9.04%, but still it is on the higher side. So now it is very important to limit or target inflation. So that is why in the year 2016, the decision to target inflation called as flexible inflation targeting was brought in. Along with that, in the Monetary Policy Committee, it was also decided to change the indicator of measuring or calculating inflation from wholesale price index to consumer price index. So now today I can tell you that inflation is measured or calculated using consumer price index, which measures price rise or inflation at the retail level because it reflects the true living standard of the consumer or the people. That is why this decision was also made. And now this Monetary Policy Committee, if you see, at least 2 times a year they have to meet. Totally, it consists of 6 members. And now this particular MPC is constituted for a period of 4 years. Now, in the COVID-19 pandemic situation, we saw that the economy required multiple interventions. So from there on, if you see, at least 4 times in a year, the Monetary Policy Committee frequently meets. It is not 2 times. At least 2 times they should meet, but 4 to 5 times at least every now and then. Based on the economic perspectives, the Monetary Policy Committee members keep on meeting. And when they keep on meeting, they release a report called as Monetary Policy Report. It is called as bi-monthly Monetary Policy Report. In that, they will decide what should be the repo rate, that is the short-term interest rate, or the rate at which commercial banks can borrow from RBI. And currently, if you see, the repo rate stands at 6.50%, which is too high. What should be the CRR, cash reserve ratio, what should be the SLR, etc. All these decisions are taken in the Monetary Policy Committee meetings every now and then. And now, this particular Monetary Policy Committee is indeed very important because it decides what should be the benchmark policy rate for a country and how money supply can be increased or decreased in the economy by increasing or decreasing the interest rates and also other instruments of monetary policy. All these are decided by the Monetary Policy Committee. So this is the importance of MPC committee in our country, India. I hope it is crystal clear for all of you with regard to MPC concept. Now, there is one point of current affairs with regard to MPC as well. That is, during COVID-19 pandemic, if you see, along with the intention of decreasing or reducing the interest rate or repo rate, the RBI or the Central Bank of our country, India, decided to adopt something called as accommodative stance. That is to reduce the interest rates and also to make sure that we are not increasing the interest rate with the objective of pumping in or injecting more money supply into the economy so as to boost the economic growth. So now there are 3 different stances of monetary policy as a whole. One is called as hawkish stance, second is dovish, and third is accommodative stance. In the next video, I'll be discussing with you in detail as to what are the different MPC stances. So stay tuned for more such videos. I hope everything about Monetary Policy Committee is crystal clear for you with the updated current affairs. Don't forget to like, share, and also put your feedbacks via the comment box. Thank you.